In the quiet fishing village of Ete, life moved slowly. Every morning, Ezinne, a brave and determined 18-years-old fisherwoman, would row her small boat out to the ocean. Unlike the others who fished close to the shore, Ezinne ventured further into the unknown waters. She loved the freedom of the sea and the way the waves sang secrets only she could hear. But on this particular day, the ocean seemed different. Its surface shimmered oddly, as if hiding something beneath. Ezinne's hands were firm as she cast her net, humming a tune her late mother used to sing. The sun was high and the sea was calm. She pulled the net back, expecting the usual catch of fish, but what she saw made her heart pound. Tangled in the net was not a fish, but a man-like creature. His skin glistered with scales, and his leg was replaced by a powerful tail. His piercing blue eyes stared at her not with fear, but with a plead. The man-maid spoke, his voice soft like the ocean breeze. "Please," he begged, "don't harm me. If you do, a curse will fall upon you and your village." Ezinne was frozen. Her instincts screamed to run, but curiosity held her in place. She had heard tales of ocean beings, but never believed them. Now one was right in front of her, trapped in her net. "Who are you?" she whispered, her voice trembling. "I am Olu," he said, "a guardian of the sea. Let me go, and I will grant you one wish. But remember, you must never tell anyone about me or call upon me for selfish reasons." His words carry a strange power, and though Ezinne felt fear, she also felt pity for him. After a moment of hesitation, Ezinne made her decision. She untangled the net carefully, her heart racing with every movement. "I will let you go," she said, "but I wish to speak to the ocean. I want it to answer me and provide for me when I need it." Olu nodded solemnly, touching her hands with his. A warm light passed between them, and the promise was sealed. As soon as she set him free, Olu dove back into the ocean, his tail splashing water over her. Before disappearing, he turned back and said, "Remember your promise, Ezinne. The ocean listens, but it also punishes." His words echoed in her mind as the waves carried him away. That evening, Ezinne tried to process what had happened. When she called out to the ocean, asking for fish, they appeared in abundance. Her net overflowed, and she returned to the village with more than she had ever caught before. The villagers were amazed, praising her skill, but she kept her secret close, knowing no one would believe her if she told them. As the days turned into weeks, Ezinne's life changed. She became the most successful fisher in Ate. The ocean obeys her every command, and she always returned with a full net. Yet, deep in her heart, she wondered if she had made the right choice. What price would she have to pay for this gift? Soon, the village of Ate burst with envy. Ezinne's success became the talk of every home. Adigun, a sly and greedy villager, watched her closely. He had always been jealous of Ezinne's bravery and determination, but now her sudden wealth made him suspicious. "No one becomes this successful overnight," he muttered to himself. "She must be hiding something." Meanwhile, Ezinne found comfort in the ocean. She often whispered to the waves, not just asking for fish, but sharing her thoughts and fears. To her surprise, Olu began to appear, hidden in the shadows of the water. He spoke to her, telling her stories of the underwater world and his duty to protect the ocean's balance. Over time, a bond grew between them. Ezinne saw Olu not as a strange creature, but as a friend. She asked him about his life, and he revealed that his kind live in harmony with the sea, ensuring that humans did not exploit its gifts. Your people take too much, he said one day. If the ocean's balance is broken, it will bring destruction. Ezinne listened carefully, but she couldn't deny her growing reliance on the ocean's bounty. Her family was finally well fed, and she had enough to share with others. However, she noticed the villagers growing more suspicious. Adigun, in particular, had started following her, trying to uncover her secrets. One night, as Ezinne spoke to Olu by the shore, Adigun watched from the shadows. He saw the man-made rise from the water, his scales shimmering in the moonlight. Adigun's eyes widened in shock and greed. So this is her secret, he thought. If I can capture this creature, I will control the ocean's riches. The next day, Adigun began spreading rumors. He told the villagers that Ezinne was practicing dark magic and that her success was unnatural. Fear and jealousy spread like wildfire. Ezinne's family began to question her, and she felt the weight of the village turning against her. Desperate to protect Olu, Ezinne warned him to stay away. The villagers will come for you, she said, her voice breaking, but Olu only smiled sadly. I trusted you, Ezinne, he replied, but humans always let greed cloud their hearts. Be careful, for the ocean is watching. Ezinne felt torn. She wanted to protect her family and keep Olu safe, but the pressure from the villagers was unbearable. The bond she had formed with the man-made was now a fragile thread, ready to snap at any moment. One fateful night, Adigun and a group of villagers cornered Ezinne's family, demanding answers. Tell us how she does it, Adigun shouted. What secret is she hiding? Ezinne's father, scared for his family's safety, begged her to reveal the truth. Please, Ezinne, he said, we need to protect ourselves. Unable to bear the pressure, Ezinne broke her promise. She called out to Olu, begging him to save her family from the angry villagers. Moments later, the ocean rolled to life. The wave rose high, and Olu appeared, his eyes filled with sorrow. You have broken your promise, Ezinne, he said. Now, the balance is shattered. The villagers shouted in shock and fear as they saw Olu. Adigun, however, saw only an opportunity. He tried to trap the man-made, throwing a net over him. Olu struggled, his power weakened by Ezinne's betrayal. Let him go, Ezinne cried, but Adigun refused, demanding the secret of the ocean. Suddenly, the ocean's anger erupted. A great storm surged with waves, crashing over the village. Homes were destroyed and people ran for their lives. Ezinne realized the terrible mistake she has made. The ocean was punishing them all, just as Olu had warned. Risking her life, Ezinne fought through the storm to free Olu. I am sorry, she said. I never meant for this to happen. Please forgive me. Olu looked at her, his strength fading. Your heart was pure, Ezinne, but promises are sacred. Now I must restore the balance. Using the last of his power, Olu calmed the storm, but it came at a price. His body began to fade, turning into light. I must return to my word, he said. This is goodbye, Ezinne. Remember the lesson the ocean has taught you. As the storm cleared, the villagers looked around at their ruined homes. They realized the cause of their greed and selfishness. Ezinne stood by the shore, tears streaming down her face. She had lost her friend, but she had learned a powerful lesson about trust and sacrifice. In the end, Ezinne rebuilt her life, always remembering the man-made who had changed her world. She spoke to the ocean every day, not for riches, but to honor the promise she had made and broken. The waves answered her with a gentle song, a reminder of Olu's sacrifice and the balance they must all protect. If you enjoyed this story, let us know what lesson you learned from the story. And please, do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell for more stories. Thank you.